Hi. Welcome. You're back in the bookcase. The classics of the books, endless knowledge. Sharing knowledge. Develop yourself through good books. Video today. It's a shared post through the classic novel. It's called The Fate Kim House. Where motivation really comes from, I invite you to listen. At the age of 10. So many of us wonder, what is my dream? I really want to do something. And then at the age of 25, we wonder, have I really worked hard to achieve my dream? Is this the way? Go with the heart you want. Or not. And at 30 years old, again we bow our heads and ask ourselves, if my long-held dream, it hasn't been done yet, should we start now or not? If you're stuck in the middle of life, there is still an uncertain heart. For about 2 hours reading the Fate Kim book. That's 225 pages. You will be able to find your own answer. Kim's Fake House has been published over 35, translated into 81 languages, and sell well in more than 170 countries. In Brazil, the popularity. It's comparable to God and football. This book has had such a great impact. That's because when I read this book, then each of us, everyone can see their own shadow somewhere in this story. Fake House Kim. It's a story of a shepherd boy. Ese Antico to realize his dream. He didn't hesitate to sell his sheep. This is his entire estate. Through the many difficulties, then he realized his dream. Looking for treasures in the desert. This is a parable. It's also a very simple story. But it changed the hearts of hundreds of millions of readers, and this is also the author's own spiritual journey. 57-year-old author Pokala rebel. Parents were sent to a mental hospital. Growing up, he was arrested for opposing the dictatorship. At the age of 38, it seems that the author can't do anything. And he went on a pilgrimage alone for almost 600 kilometers to Setexco, Spain. This trip took more than 3 months. It makes your heart burn. Gradually be settled down. And then he sent his understanding, know your own experiences, from this trip itself, into the story of the treasure hunt, young boy shepherd Cientico. After The Fate Kim was published, it lit up the heart of countless people who are confused, are teetering in the way of life, and he also became the only Latin American writer. It's comparable to McQueen, author of the immortal novel 100 Years of Solitude. Kim said, tell us, if a life has no purpose, it's just a chaotic maze. All the AIs that stepped in there, then this whole life will be just a mess. Just looking for a way out for myself. If you care too much about losing, I will always miss my dreams. Character Sanjko. Born in a very normal family. In Spain, your parents only live on a few poles. As soon as you were born, they put all their hope in you. They sent you to a seminary, with the hope that later, you will be able to become one, the pride of the whole family. As a priest, you have a very stable life. But that's not a wish. Of the Car Antico one day, you took all the courage, and tell my father, you don't want to be a priest. Your dream is to travel. Go here and there to learn about the outside world. Even though the father strongly opposed it, but in the end, it's not convincing. Someone who really made up his mind. In the end, he had to compromise. Let your child try it. He gave me 3 gold coins. And said buy sheep and live a life. I want these 3 gold coins. It's not just the father's compromise. It also symbolizes praise. The resonance from the bottom of his heart. Because you yourself, a character from a young age. I also want to travel all over this place, somewhere in this book. Each character has his own dream. If Seneco's father also wanted to travel everywhere, even the popcorn vendor on the side of the road, from a young age, I had a dream to go to Africa. Or the crystal shop owner. I always wanted to go to Michael. Even the bandits near the pyramids. They also have dreams of treasure hunting. It's like a centiker. But for so many reasons, under the pressure of reality, they finally have to let go of their dreams. And can only leave regrets through the day. But that's why, no matter what, it's always in the middle of the equation between gain and loss. It's this calculation. It has clouded Lou's original will. Your own original wish. If we don't have the courage, we don't have consistency in our hearts with what I really want, we'll never make it through. The safe room in front of you, Cientexco character, has broken through the vastness of that safe reality. You left home alone. To become a shepherd. Choose to live the life you want. You've learned a lot in 2 years. The many skills of a shepherd. You see a lot of beautiful scenery, and met a lot of people. I thought that, your whole life, it will be so good with the current life. But again, it's like a signal from the universe to you. Through a dream. 2 days in a row, you're dreaming a dream. That's an image. The boy took him to Egypt. And tell him there's a treasure nearby. What does this dream finally mean? So, he met an old man called the king of the land. Salam told you that. This dream is your destiny. The treasure is very attractive, but life is more real now. Cientexco was very hesitant. If you were looking for treasure now, you will have to give up what? That I have now. Just like everyone else, you almost lost yourself once. If you care too much about gain and loss, you may lose the real thing. Make your fortune. Like the king of Jerusalem told the shepherd boy that. It's called strong luck. This sentence immediately aroused passion in Seneco. It's not a dream, your whole life. I want to see the big world. Outside Kia or SAO. Seneco did according to the call of the heart. One more time, you chose to set out to fulfill your dreams. You need to know that the most spectacular trick in this life is when you let go. Bow first, be realistic and say, well, it's too late. This is my strength. I have to accept reality. But actually, 5 good luck is not what you regret. Strength is what you really want to do. People still wonder that. I will eventually regret what I didn't do. Or you'll regret what you did. According to a study, for most of what people have done, if there are 7 failures in a short time, we will only regret it, for fear of not doing better. And over time, we'll gradually rationalize it ourselves, without feeling remorse anymore. But for things that we really want to do, we'll mull over them every day. Regret all my life. It's hard to forget for the rest of your life. Because we can't rationalize it. And you can't convince yourself. There was a writer who said, because we didn't take the first step, so the dream will stay far away. Dreams will not be able to withstand the waiting. And it's also very scary. Disappointment is like red burning steel. Fire, only if it is trained in time, at high temperature, can be bent into the desired shape. Once it gets cold, it's going to be harder to shape. So when your silent dream of all this time is being aroused, let's act immediately. Let's take the first step in the pursuit of your dreams, while that enthusiasm is still there. Even if it could eventually, we can't touch it. But in the daily effort, we will always see a self. Day 1 better. What knocks you down, you'll have to be more determined. It's not a job to follow your dreams. We can also sail down the wind. The early days in Africa, Sonia's character is the same. He's been hit 2 times in a row. The first is that he's got a language barrier. The second thing is, I met someone who spoke Spanish. I thought this was a true friend. But in the end, he cheated you out of your money. Just yesterday. When the future in your eyes is still bright. Now the end. You don't have a penny left in your pocket. Cientexco seemed to be about to collapse in a split second. He remembered that he still had 60 sheep recently. But now you have nothing. You are alone in a strange land. You remember it now. What the king of the salon said to me. When we decide to do something, then the whole universe will help us do that. These words have given you more confidence. And the courage to come great the next day. You pack your things, and ready to roam the streets, to find my own opportunity. Sometimes life tries to give people a blow. Sometimes it gives us beliefs. I hope you have a good eye. Good at detecting problems that need to be solved. Always willing to help others. Is okay. Santeo found a crystal shop on. But it's quite humid here. Through observation, he suggested to the boss that the crystal must be clean. It's easier to attract customers. You'll help him polish all the crystals in the shop. Just give him you meal. Even if your uncle doesn't agree. Sandiko took the initiative to manually clean the crystal vases. I can't believe I just wiped. It attracted 2 customers to buy it, so he got hired. But your dream of coming to Egypt, to cross thousands of kilometers of desert, it's not a 2-day business here. Maybe enough money to go in the process of chasing dreams. There will be times when we will feel the most desperate. That's when, working extremely hard for a long time. But only to see that my dream is still too far away. Seneko was also heartbroken by this. But you still have to stay in the crystal shop. You stop thinking about your dreams and focus on making money. Sometimes you have great ideas to take the business of the store up. 1 year later, Yantiko has made twice as much money as he originally had. And you're not just learning the business. I can talk for an hour. For someone in the heart, light up what I really want to do. It's difficult in front of you. It's no longer injustice or torture. It is viewed, it's a challenge to train ourselves. It's a stepping stone for us to grow. Let go to reach the end of the dream. Now Sabuto has continued to be able to choose. 1 is now, you will live a business life. Rich is now. 2, you're going to follow your dreams. At that time, the owner of the crystal's always trying to convince you to stay, but in Taisai Pico. The words of the king of the salon. You should always remember what you want. So you gave up the rich life ahead of you. And choose to continue pursuing your dreams. You never forget that. The purpose of my trip is to go to AI to hunt for treasure. And then you go on your journey. Across thousands of miles of desert, you come to a small oasis. Here he met a beautiful girl named Fatima. The moment I looked into this girl's eyes, the heart of Sanjiko filled with the waves of love. From the first glance. After a long time, he loved this girl deeply. He even had the intention to give up his dream. I want to stay on this island. And with my lover forever. But Kim's dreams of home made Cho Santexo. A man in love, a man who is on the verge of losing himself has woken up. Giving up on your dreams will cause you a lifetime of regret. That the one I love, that's why, and live with me heavy for the rest of my life. After seeing my own heart, Sankar was determined to pursue his dreams, determined to go to Egypt. The author of The Fake Pond said that the one who truly lives must know how to let go. Be ready to let go. If you don't let go, you can't. People who achieve great things, everyone knows how to give up comfort. Instant joy to pursue real dreams in the heart. The real motivation, it always comes from the inner seething. And the next character. Sanziko has faced numerous challenges as they search for Egyptian treasures. While passing through the morning, you were captured by the military camp, and all your money. It's been taken away. You've been forced into situations. I had to turn myself into the wind for a day. Or you'll lose your life with the Kia. Before that impossible challenge, you still keep your spirit. Use all the love. Love your heart to communicate with the sun and the wind. Feel the soul of the world. And connect with everything. And trying to understand the language of the universe. With the encouragement and inspiration of the fake Kim, you challenged the impossible. And you finally turned into the wind. But when we get to the pyramid, not only did you not find the treasure, and you were robbed of all your wine, beaten all over me, but from the words of the robber himself, then you know the exact location of the treasure. It's in your hometown again. When you really have a dream you've always wanted to fulfill, it is always in your heart. No matter how difficult it is, how hard it must be in life, it will not be difficult for you. It's as nature once said. Someone who knows why they live, it can withstand any life. And the author himself says that when it's possible to do, the dream is what makes it. Life becomes more interesting. Each of us has an infinite number of possibilities. And the pursuit of dreams, it's always filled with joy. Maybe dreams won't come true. But in the pursuit, you will be happy. to have real fun. And you're sure you will become a better version of yourself. Just like Sanjiko in this book. Cross the sea beyond the veil. Go to this place. Go in a circle, and then finally back to the starting point. Just found the treasure. It seems like a waste of time. But in fact, what he saw, heard on the way, NHNG people and things that made sense. Enrich your whole life. Even if Santexco can't find the treasure, to go again, the life you've lived has been very interesting. All the ups and downs are experiences. It's what makes you grow up. Life will not be days we used to live. These are the days worth remembering. Flag dear. Remember that when you have a dream, then we must pursue. Never give up the dream in your heart. No matter how real it is. You also have to keep your dreams the warmest place in the heart. No way I can stop you. Live the life you want. Except you. You have to believe that all motivation has to come from boiling inside of yourself. You have to believe that there is no tomorrow that you can't reach. The rest of my life, I hope we all can all face the real desire in my heart. Courage to dream. Take responsibility for your own life and make it shine. Thank you for listening to the Best Off Version knowledge sharing channel developed through good books. If you find today's video helpful, share it to those who need it. Support me with a like button, press follow and turn on notification. Watch the latest videos every week. And if you have any feelings or thoughts, please share it in the comment section below. Thank you very much. Goodbye and see you guys in the next videos.